Hello students, today I came with a new video and I discussed chapter number 3, class 6, the cell, part 5. So let's discuss. I was asked in my previous video a question that was what is the full form of ATP? So the full form of ATP is the adenosine triphosphate. So first is the centrosome. Centrosome basically found in an animal cells. Okay. So this is a small non-membranous organelles and found very closely to the nucleus to the animal cells only. You have to remember that centrosome found in animal cells only. Okay, and centrosomes has a two tiny granules called the centrioles. This lines is very important. And what are the functions of the centrosome? Centrosome basically helps in the cell to divide into two daughter cells. So this is the exact function of the centrosomes or the centrioles. Next is plastids. Plastids basically found in the plant cells only, and these are found only in the plant cells. And these are special organelles that manufacture and store pigments, and they are bound by a double membrane, and plastids are three types. So what are they? They are chloroplast, chromoplast and the leucoplast. Okay, so you have to remember three terms: chloroplast, chromoplast and the leucoplast. So first we discuss the what is chloroplast, then we discuss the what is chromoplast, and then we discuss the what is leucoplast. So chloroplast. Chloroplast means chloroplast basically contain the green pigment. Very important. And the green pigment is called the chlorophyll. So they impart green color to the leaves and other plant parts where they are present. A chloroplast shows two regions. One is the grana and one is the stroma. You can see in 3.14 figure that here is the grana and here is the stroma. So chloroplasts are called the kitchen of the cells as they trap solar energy to perform photosynthesis. Next we discuss the chromoplast. So chromoplasts are colored pigment other than green. Okay. So they are mostly found in fruits and petals of the flowers. The red, orange or yellow color of fruits and flowers is due to the presence of chromoplast. You can see in figure 3.15. Okay, chromoplast are found in fruits and the flowers. Next is the leucoplast. So leucoplasts are the colorless plastids devoid of any pigment. They store food prepared in the plant in the form of starch and protein and fats. They are found in the roots of plants and in underground stems such as potato and the ginger. Okay. So next is the cell inclusions. So what is cell inclusions? Apart from this organelle, cells contain some non-living substances, either in the cytoplasm or in the vacuoles. So these non-living substances are basically called the cell inclusions, and these may be food products such as the starch and oil globules or waste materials such as gums, resins, latex and tannins. Okay, so what are the waste materials? Waste materials are gums, resins, latex and the tannins. So this is very important. What is cell inclusions? So next is vacuoles. Vacuoles are bound is by a single membrane called the tonoplast. This is very important for your fill in the blanks or the short term questions. So the membrane encloses a fluid called the cell sap, and it contains basically sugars, proteins, amino acids and minerals. In plant cells the vacuoles are large, and some plant cells have only one large vacuoles, whereas animal cells either don't have a vacuole or they have a very small vacuoles as in amoeba. So these are the very important. Okay, so what are the basic functions of vacuoles? Do you know? Yes, because the vacuoles helps the cells to remain turgid and keeps it in shape, and basically vacuoles store food materials. Okay, so food materials and the water in the cells. So this is the main functions of the vacuoles. So next is difference between the plant cells and the animal cells. So basic structures of plant cells and animal cells is the same you can see in 3.16 figure, and but the difference between a plant cells and the animal cells are given in a table, and the table is here. So what are the difference? Difference basically, plant cell wall is present around the cell membrane, and the animal cell wall is absent. In plant cell, plastids are present. In animal cells, plastids are absent. In plant cells, centrosomes is absent, but in animal cells, centrosome is present. Okay. So in plant cell, a large vacuole is present, and in animal cell, vacuoles are absent. If present, they are very small. Next is in plant cells, lysosomes are absent, but in animal cells, lysosomes are present. So these are the basic differences or the key differences between a plant cells and a animal cells. Next is the key points. So parts found in both plant and animal cells are cell membrane, nucleus, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies, and the ribosomes. But parts found only in plant cells are cell wall and the plastids, and parts found only in animal cells are centrosomes and lysosomes. So these are the very important the parts, what parts found in only in plant cells, what parts found only in animal cells, and what plants are found in both plant cells and animal cells. Okay. So next is cell divisions. So when a cell is formed, it is small. Okay, you know, but after digesting food, it grows in size. However, its growth is limited. After reaching a certain critical size, a cell divides into two cells, and this process are where new cells are formed is known as the cell divisions. So you can see in 3.17 figure that this is a cell division. Okay, so what is this? Because these are the nucleus divides into two, and then cell membrane also divides, and two newly cells are formed. So this process called the cell divisions. Okay, so the new cells formed through cell division called the daughter cells. So new cells are needed for the growth of an organism and to replace cells that die. Some cells in our body divide throughout our life, and in a human body, millions of blood cells dies and are replaced each other. Okay, so the skin cells also keep dividing. However, the nerve cells of the brain cannot be replaced once they die. Therefore, the human body can heal injuries to all its parts except to the nervous system. So this is very important. Next is the cell division is a process by which a parent cell divides to form new daughter cells, and these daughter cells divide again into 4 new cells, and thus the cell division goes on. This is the actual process of the cell divisions. Next is our body keeps on producing new blood cells. About 2 million red blood cells die every minute and are replaced by the divisions of their parent cells. Okay, so this is very important. So we have done the full chapter. You can read this chapter thoroughly, and if you have any inquiry, then please write down in the comment box below. So thank you. Bye bye. See you in the next class.